What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another update on Tellurian. Since my last update on Tellstock, I've added more shares. I now have a total of 683 shares and I plan to add more in the coming weeks. Tellurian now makes up 10% of my portfolio, which is a pretty big position for me. So there's a few developments that have taken place recently that I want to touch upon today. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to Levi Oliver. I've come across a few of his posts on Yahoo Conversations. He has a lot of good insights about the company, so check him out on Yahoo Finance on the message board. He's often dropping some really good knowledge over there. Now, the first thing I want to highlight is a note from B. Riley. Remember, B. Riley are the ones who are helping Tellurian with the public offering that they recently announced, and they have an $8 price target for Tellurian. And this is what they've said to their clients recently. Tellurian's cash position with no debt on its balance sheet sets the stage for the developer to proceed with the purchase of gas production assets, which may prove an important catalyst for the company. B. Riley Securities analyst Liam Burke said in an August 9th note to clients. There are other benefits to internally produce natural gas other than supporting stable gross margins and the company's strategy of providing low-cost LNG to global markets, Burke wrote. The cash flows derived from Haynesville natural gas production also provide underlying cash flows that would support the company's internal operation during the liquefaction project development period and could make it easier for the company to secure the larger project financing debt required for the build-out of the Driftwood LNG on better terms. So clearly B. Riley is bullish on Tellurian Inc. Long term, which is fantastic to see. In addition to this, we also had another bullish article on Motley Fool about Tellurian Inc. today. Before you start bashing me in the comment section, no, I don't take investment advice from Motley Fool, but it's good to see that Tellurian has started to get some more attention. A bullish article on Tellurian is great as it gets more eyeballs and hopefully that in turn will attract more investors to the company. It was also nice to see that Tellurian updated their investor presentation recently, and I strongly encourage you all to go through it in detail. But the first two bullet points on the executive summary does a great job at highlighting just how much Tellurian has accomplished in 2021 against all odds. Tellurian has sold all the necessary offtake for Driftwood Phase 1. They've secured definitive binding agreements with Gunvor, Vitol, and Shell for 9 MTPA. The addition of Shell brings the world's largest LNG portfolio and the largest buyer of US LNG into the Driftwood project. $12 billion in development costs has the potential to generate $5 billion in operating cash flow per year at strip prices. Tellurian has also started site preparation and begun the debt financing process for Driftwood. Process is underway with several upstream counterparties to expand their footprint in gas production as well. Tellurian is debt-free and expects to double exit rate gas production revenues from 2020 to 2021. Now, finally, I want to touch upon Charif Souki's coffee hour today. Now, the key moment that stood out for me was around the 4-minute mark. Charif Souki goes on to say the following: "We understand that we're going to have some dilution in order to finish our strategy, and we will continue to do so from time to time. It will be under what we'd like to do, and other times it would be at better terms. At the end of the day, it will all even itself out." So guys, from what it sounds like, we might end up with more dilution in the future. That's not necessarily a terrible thing, but unfortunately, a bit of dilution from time to time seems to be the only way to get to the finish line. So the roller coaster ride will definitely continue onwards. I remain a long-term investor in Tellurian and I actually increased my position recently. I now have 683 shares of Tellurian Inc. I know some of you have way more than I do, but this is all I can afford at the minute. But leave a comment below and let me know what you think about Charif Souki's comments around dilution. Anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.